Welcome back to Let's Play Hull City in Football Manager 2018, and welcome to what could be the greatest moment in the club's history. We are playing a Champions League final. Hull is playing a Champions League final. It's been unheard of in the past. I mean, can you imagine we started this save and we wasn't even in the Premiership, and now we stand here for European Cup final, and that's huge. Champions League, wow. And we are playing against Atletico Madrid, and of course I've done my job and I have been scouting them. I have been going through them, and let's take a quick look at them. First off, of course, they have Jurgen Klopp as their manager, and he's actually been there since 2019. So he's been there for quite a few seasons now, because remember, it's 2023 here in the game. And if you look at them, as you can see, they won the league this season. And this is actually the second time during this save that they have won the league. And they have never been worse than top 3. So they are doing really, really, really well. And if you talk about their games they're playing this season, I just want to show you this. Like very recently, they first beat Real Madrid away, and then they beat Barcelona away in the league. And I mean, beating both of those. I mean, look at this streak first off. So many green games here, but beating both Real Madrid and Barcelona away tells you a lot about their strength. But if I want to say one thing is, they definitely have had an easier way to the Champions League final. Because compare this. First, they played the Club Brugge in the first knockout round, then Napoli in the quarterfinal, and then Monaco in the semi-final. No disrespect to those teams, but compare that, like Club Brugge, Napoli, Monaco, compare that to our road to the final. Not scouting, oh, just misclicked that one. Our road to the final was Roma, Real Madrid, PSG. That's definitely a tougher route to the final, for sure. But I mean, if we beat teams like Real Madrid and PSG, we can beat a team like Atletico Madrid. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very, very difficult, but nothing is impossible. And Costas here actually have the chance to become the... I mean, right now he's in shared place, but he has the chance to be the alone top goal scorer. At 34, he still looks brilliant. And Griezmann fighting for the most player of the match. Also fighting for highest, oh my god, 8.10. That's a sensational average rating. But yeah, but what can we say? It's time for the final. It's time for the biggest thing in this club's history. It's time for the biggest thing in this series. If you can win the Champions League final, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be sensational. It's going to be a day to talk about for ages. But first, let's take a look at the lineups. And here we have them, our team, nothing special, doing the normal rotations, and overall a good squad. At their end, they are playing a classic 4-4-2, and that's actually surprised me a bit, because I was looking out at their previous games, and they quite often played with 4 guys up on top, a striker, left winger, a right winger, and a central one. So they have changed and mixed things up. And they are actually not starting Griezmann. How come? I haven't missed anything. Is he injured? Let's find out. Why can't I click here? Let's click a player then. And then go to Atletico Madrid. And we can check out actually their whole squad. So, yeah, he's actually injured. And I guess that's really good news for us. And also look at this. Costas will start the game with a potentially, or actually injured. That's very, very good news for us. These two players, Griezmann out all completely, and Costa's probably going to have to make an early sub, might even get injured. That's definitely something that is to our advantage. Of course, they have a lot of good players. We can't just think that the job is done. It's going to be a very difficult game, but those two things is definitely to our advantage, and that explains why Atletico has decided to mix things up and not play the normal formation, because of course they usually have Griezmann over here. But yeah, hopefully that's good news for us. And let's talk to the team. What do you want to say? Maybe something like that. Nope, clearly not. And I missed one guy. But yeah, those 2 injuries could be really improve our chances here for the title. Still going to be a very difficult game, but especially if Costas have to be subbed off early, them missing out on both Cosmas and Griezmann is huge. This could have great effect to the game, and that's the kickoff. Oh my god, I haven't been this nervous like ever in this series. I'm kind of dying. Actually, let's take a look here. Are we treating Costas with Costa with some rough love? We need to be treating him with really rough love. Yeah, we are. We are tackling him hard. We want to teach him about rough love. I mean, he is not a soft player himself. He's known for being one of the hardest players in the industry. So he can't complain. Looking at the chances, pretty close. Still not a highlight. A yellow card for each team. Clock is just ticking away. Not much going on at all. But here is Atletico Madrid with a throw-in. Not the way we were wanting a highlight to start. Here's Coke. Come on, guys. Win it, win it, win it. Pretty please, win it. I'm nervous. I don't want to see them attacking against our goal. Please, guys. I want to keep the dream alive. And here is Costa. And he actually doesn't finish himself. Oh, this is going to be a goal. This is a nightmare of a start. This is the worst case scenario. Atletico Madrid takes the lead in the first half. And oh my gosh. This is not where we want it to be. Let's go to the replay here. I actually was surprised that Costa didn't try to finish it himself from here. But of course it was the right decision. And that pass is just beautiful. And yeah, this is not what we were hoping for. Not at all. But there's a lot of time left to play. And we have creating as many chances as them. Time to step it up. But there's another highlight that starts with Atletico Madrid. What the heck? Come on, guys. That one is no trouble at all for Vestine, though. So maybe, just maybe, that was just a warm-up. And now we can actually create something. I would like to see a throw here. But that's okay, I guess. Gnabry. Afonso. Gnabry. Guys are actually under some serious pressure. And that's a, oh my god, what a bad pass. Such a bad pass. Luckily for us though, Selleck intervenes. It's Afonso. Afonso for Harry Kane. Harry Kane back to Afonso. Afonso for Kane. Kane into the box. Can he find somebody? Look at this, it's Gnabry! Here is Gnabry! And we are back in business. We are dancing. We are celebrating. We have equalized. Gnabry with such an important goal. And this makes me almost nostalgic. I remember when we signed him back in the days. He was transfer listed, Gnabry, and we got him so cheap, and it's been sensational. We got him for almost free, and he's been like one of our most important players since. So we are back in business. We have scored, but yeah, still a very close game. We have created a few more chances than them, but overall, pretty few chances for both of the teams. And look at these ratings! My gosh, these ratings are terrible. That should be the halftime whistle, and we need to tell them it's time to step it up for the second half. And I'm going to do that ASAP. Tell them I'm not happy. I'm actually going to go to the tactics screen here, and we're going to bring Fonseca a little bit higher up into the pitch to see what effect that has on the game. I'm a little bit worried on his yellow card, since he's a ball-winning midfielder, can very easily pick up another one. So I am considering subbing him, but at the same time, I have Shabanov with a 6.4 rating. That's terrible too. So yeah, definitely considering some early subs. But here is the second half of the Champions League final. Guys, can you imagine we are playing a Champions League final? This is huge. This is huge. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. And the clock is just ticking away. Nothing going on here in the second half. There is the sub for Costa. I hope that's good news for us. And at the same time, Shabanov picks up on a potential injury. And considering his fitness level with a potential injury and his 6.4 rating, we're definitely going to make an early sub with him now. Let's bring in Bowen. And of course, Bowen is also a little bit special for us, because he is the only original Hull player from when you start to save that's currently in the match squad. We have Mannion, the goalkeeper that played last game, but he's not in the match squad for this one. And Bowen is It's the only original Hull player that's special. Can you imagine an original Hull player from when we were playing in the Championship, and he's been with us all the time, and now he's playing a Champions League final. That's huge. That's huge. But the clock is ticking. Nothing is happening here. And now Gnabry picks up a potential injury. I was just considering they were doing completely tactical changes. And I think I am going to do tactical changes. I was considering going 2 strikers, but now we're kind of not in a position for that. We are going to do it like this instead. We're going to bring in Svensson, of course. And then we are going to bring Afonso higher up into the pitch. Roll like this, and we are going to go attacking, and we're also going to try to speed things up because we have been retaining possession. Now it's time to actually push forward, and I'm going to have a team talk. I'm going to tell the lads that I demand more. This is the Champions League final. You guys should be fighting for your life. You should be all in 100%. And here's Paslak with a throw in for Sosa. Sosa with a cross. Where is this one heading? It's Farrell. Farrell for Sosa. Afonso sets up Svensson. And Svensson again. And Svensson scores. And Svensson scores. Talk about a super sub. He just came on. He just came on like 2 minutes, 3 minutes ago. Maybe 5 minutes ago. But still, he gets one chance. He didn't manage to take it. And then he gets another one. And he doesn't miss 2 times. And it's Afonso Sosa with assist. Svensson the first time, the second time. And we are in the lead. We're leading the Champions League final. This is sensational. And oh my god, I'm so nervous. I think it's time for the last sub. And I think I'm going to go with Fonseca. We really can't risk being 1 man down. We're going to bring in Cargbo. And we're going to change Cargbo and Farrell around. So Carbo is going to be the box-to-box, and then we're going to bring Farrell down as a little bit of a more of a balanced player, as a deep-lying playmaker, focusing on defense. We are 10 minutes and some extra time from a Champions League title. This is madness. And oh my god, look at the fitness ratings of Coke and Pavon. Clock is ticking and ticking. And oh my god, here's Atletico Madrid with a throw-in. Intercepted. Carbo. Easy now, no mistakes. There's so many Madrid players around us. Afonso for Suma. Suma is going to do another crazy pass like he did in the FA Cup final. Is Bowen back to Suma, and that's the crazy pass. But this time is not like the FA Cup final. This one is a really crappy one, and that's bad news for us because now we're under pressure because here is Atletico Madrid. But Farrell, beautiful interception. We changed him around to focus on defense, and he does it. It's Afonso Sosa, and oh my god, this one heading. This is madness. This is crazy. It's back and forth. Oh my god, look at this. Svensson, he's dead, and we made all our subs. This is a very, very difficult position. Here's Farrell though for Bowen. Here's Bowen. Here's Kane. Kane hits the post. Hit the post. If we would have scored that, it would certainly have been the winner. And it looks like Svensson is alive, but he's picked. Oh, he's lying. He's laying outside the pitch, looking dead, and we have no sub. Where is he? I'm blind. Is he off the pitch? Let's take a look at that. Tactics. So he's still playing. His fitness levels equals dead, but he's still playing. He's a fighter. Here's Svensson with the corner for Selic. And the rebound, Suma. And Farrell. That's the winner. That must be the winner. That must mean the Champions League title is coming to Hull. This is, oh my god, it's glorious. It's glorious first. Svensson almost dead with the corners, like with a beautiful header. Suma and then Farrell. 3 times is a charm. It bounces once, it bounces twice, and then it hits the net. And we are about to head into extra time. And look at the domination all of a sudden, 19 shots to 8. This is, and then Atletico Madrid gets a corner. No. Oh my god, if they score now, I'm going to be dead during extra time. But that's no problem at all for Westin. I hope that was the highlight, or maybe that we can create something. I don't want to see anything else for Atletico Madrid. Suma going once again for those crazy long crosses. Bowen picks it up. Bowen trying to retire Kane, but it's intervened by the Atletico Madrid defense. Long cross. And that should be Carbo. That should be Kane. That should be Afonso Sosa with a goal. It's 4-1 in the Champions League final. And oh my god, this is glorious. This is a beautiful, this is a masterpiece. This is me dancing in the chair in front of Football Manager. I am so very happy. Afonso Sosa, and that's definitely game, set, match. Oh my god, you beauty. And the clock is ticking. Now, of course, Sosa picks up a potential injury. All our team is dying, but I don't care because we're winning the Champions League final. We already set off 2 guys because of an injury, so we have 2 more injured players on the pitch. But we have the Champions League title in our hand. And we're just waiting for the ref to blow the full-time whistle. And it's glorious. What a day. And it's actually Afonso Sosa, but that's a weak pass. That's a full-time whistle, and it's official. Hull is the champions of the world, or at least of Europe. And we are celebrating. And now just imagine we are the champions playing when you watch this. We are the champions, and we, at the end, we destroyed them. We had as many shots on target that they have shots combined. The second half was so much better. We were actually, can you imagine early in this episode when we were behind? We were getting a nightmare. We were so worried. And then Gnabry managed to equalize in the first half, and then in the third half, he just dominated things. 3 goals. And I think this is a proud moment for the club. Sensational, sensational, sensational. This is glorious, glorious, glorious. And Afonso Sosa, player of the match. 9.0 rating, glorious. Of course, we need to go passionate for this one. We need to. I'm very pleased with the results and your performance. You made me a happy... Sosa, Afonso, why? You don't care? I'm going to speak specially to you just because you're player of the match and that 9.0 rating. And finally, he looks happy. He needed some love. He needed some special love. And, oh my god. Let's, we Champions League. Champions League. Yep, we won it. Yep. And of course, Hull lifts the Champions League. You beauty. And now a quick look at the injuries. And also, oh my god, we have won the quadruple. I probably butchered that name. But we won the Champions League, we won the FA Cup, and then we won the Shock Trade Trophy. I don't even know what that was. What was this? It must have been some pre-season. Oh, it was for the youth teams. Our U23 actually won a U23 Cup. That's glorious. I completely missed it. And we won the Community Shield. But of course, I mean, could you imagine if we would have won the league? That would have been the most perfect season you can get in this game. But still Champions League. Now we have all the injuries. So first Gnabry, 3 to 7 days, not too bad. Shabano, 3 to 4 days, not too bad. Svensson, this is really good stuff. Like, my gosh, very lucky with all those injuries. And is there anything else you want to see? Hull fans worship me. Yep, I agree. Fans, that's the right decision. Right decision. Worship me. And of course, the board is delighted. Let's see if they still, if I'm still risking to lose my job. I'm still only stable. I won the Champions League with Hull, and I'm only stable. My gosh, that board is putting some high pressure. And of course, Sosa, the man of the match in the final. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, what a glorious day. What a glorious day. And yeah, that's just fantastic. I'm lacking words to describe it. Look at this. Look at his titles. When we started this save, Hull had no title. It's a club, like 100 years old club, with no titles. And now they have a Champions League title. They have a Premiership title. They have a FA Cup title. They have the Sky Bet Championship title. League One, of course, that was not me. They already had that one. And then they have a Community Shield title. Talking about an impact, a huge impact. And looking at the players here, Afonso Sosa is a legend now. Myself, an icon, and the other of our guys. Bowen should be up here somewhere. Yeah, Bowen also an icon. Lapadula for favorite personnel. Dicko favorite personnel. Sensational. And I think actually this is the perfect timing to end this series. It's been over 100 episodes, and We have won everything now. I don't feel like we have anything left to prove. As I said, we have won the league, we have won the cup, we have won the Champions League. We're done. We have beaten the game. And yeah, I think this is the last episode. And I just want to thank all of you that have went on this journey with me, because I had so much fun with this save. It's definitely one of my favorite Football Manager saves of all time. I really, really enjoyed it. And yeah, look at this graph. Down from League 2, Hull's history here. And then finally, everything happened. But yeah, I feel like we have nothing left to prove. I think this is a perfect timing to end this series. And probably this will be my last FM18 game, because I actually spent over 1,000 hours in FM18. I played a lot on Twitch. I did AC Milan save, I did this save, and I feel like this is probably the right time to take a break so I can come back hungry for FM19, because you need a few months break to really, really be passionate about it, because of course I'm going to be back for FM19, and I might do some other game in between. I know that won't be for everyone, but maybe I can pick up like another manager game for another sport or something. I heard that Pro Cycle Manager is releasing a new version in like 10-15 days. I never played that one before, but it could be really fun to try out something else. But we'll have to wait and see. But I'm definitely going to be back with a new series for FM19. Maybe even earlier, but I think it would be a good decision to just take a break from the game to keep the passion as loud because it's been right now, because it's been sensational. But yeah, thank you so much for all of you guys that have given episodes thumbs up. Making comments is so much more interesting when you get comments. I love the comments from you guys. And of course, for everybody, they just be lurkers and share this journey. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the future in another series.